Good morning. It's a cool 35 degrees this morning. Gonna do a little pre-check before I run the old girl. See how the oil's doing. Oh, look at that, to the tippy top. Good. I think she's got a little blow-by evidence. Oil's coming out the top, flowing down the engine, but not a whole lot. I check the oil every time I start it. Doesn't seem to go down much. Coolant reservoir is a little low. Let's take a quick look around her. Tires look good. Gotta do something about this. This is done last year and it's already peeling up, so gotta take care of that. It's been a couple months since I started this, so let's see how she does. Got the rat thing key chain, of course. Well, we got battery. Fuel gauge doesn't work. Let's put her in neutral so I don't end up in the neighbor's house. 3 pumps. Ooh, she's turning over a little slow this morning. Not good. Not good. Let's charge the battery. All right, let's see if we can jump this battery. If you're curious, that covers access to the brakes. I don't even know if this thing's got any juice. Let's hook the battery up first, shall we? Then turn it on. Positive. Which side is positive? I can't see nothing. Well, that's a problem. Might want to fix that. Let's see what else we got. Let's see if I can use my braille skills. That's positive. Positive, 2Z, positive. Negative, 2Z, negative. All right, let's see if she starts. She's got more juice. Well, we may have to resort to the ether squirt. Before I do the ether, let's fix this negative terminal. Because let's test if it's negative. Yep. If it's a bad ground, that's not going to help us. Just give it the old Lucy. Now you can't blame a girl, this girl, too much. She is 80 years old this year, 1946. What's crazy to think is it was only 30 years old when I was born. You do the math. All right. Almost ready. Come on now, get off your house. Let's go. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of shaking around in there. So let me get this off. We'll clean it up. Looks like she's got some solder in there. Just clean this up a tad. She's got all kinds of crud in there. Could it have been the problem? Perhaps. It has been, like I said, months since I started this, but I did not know that the negative terminal was loose. So, all right, let's put this back together. So I cleaned up both terminals. They were looking a little crusty. Both tight now. Let's see if she has the juice. She might be sufficiently flooded. But let's give it a couple more pumps anyway. Well, I might want to hook the battery jumper up again. Let's give that a shot. All right, got the box on, power, neutral. Come on, girl. Well, ether it is. Well, apparently I'm out of carb slash ether engine starter. Let's see if we got the squirts in the carb here. Choke's hooked up, electric choke. That shouldn't be it. What we got going on here? Where is the accelerator pump? Oh yeah, it's underneath here. I don't see anything squirting. You guys see something? Because I see nothing. Let's try pouring a little fuel down the yap. Got my trusty barbecue pit gas cup. Let's see, let's just pour some right down the middle, shall we? Let's see how that does. Oh, left the key on, good. Starter didn't like that very much. What is that noise? That sounds terrible. We got a problem, Houston. No oil, maybe? I hate to start it. That sounded like metal. Well, we don't want that hanging there, that's for sure. Oh, that's right, I forgot. I got a coolant leak. Just one thing after another. Let's try it again. I moved that coolant hose so it's not rubbing on the fan. Maybe that was the noise. We'll see. Nice. Well, that'll do. That'll do. All right. I'll run it until she gets hot. Still need to repair that coolant line. But let's take a quick walk around the old girl, shall we? If you haven't seen my Lee press-on exhaust episode, you need to check that out. Are we charging? Let's see. Maybe not. Not bad for an 80-year-old gal. Speaking of which, I don't have a name for her yet. So put in the comments below what you think her name should be. She's from Wyoming, so I would like a nice Wyoming girl name. Let me know. That little guy right there. Shooting on the alternator. Probably not a good thing. You know, I was going to replace the whole hose, but I found this in my toolbox. Yes, it's going to leak everywhere. Probably burn me. It's not that bad, right? Can't be that bad. Let's see, can I prop this hose up to where it doesn't leak everywhere? The old fuel clamp hose holder trick. All right, let's give her a cut right here. Hit! Come on now. Not exactly sharp. Okay. Hey, now, don't be doing that. Oh, it is the right size. Sweet. Let me go find a couple clamps. All right, let me root around in my drawer here. These are fuel hose clamps, but I think that's the only size I have. Oh, there's one. You know, it's organized just how I like it, all right? Stop judging me. All right, let's do these because I think they're the right size. I'd like to save that one for, you know, something else down the road that's gonna break for sure on an 80-year-old truck. Apparently this is childproof. All right, 2. Is this similar size? I think so. Let's give that a shot. Well, my glasses died that I was using, so I've got this and I've got these. We're going to install that to fix that slice, as you can see here, from the fan. And by the way, don't try to test the temperature by putting your hand over here. Thank you, Lord, I didn't chop my fingers off, but I went to touch this and it nicked the top of my fingertips. Dumb, dumb, dumb. All right, got the clamps on, tightened down, not too snug. You know, I don't want to warp the thing or crack the plastic. 2 zip ties. 2 is always better than 1. Now I'm going to fill the radiator and the reservoir. Can I zoom in here? Yeah, let's fill that up. I think I only put in maybe a quart, so I didn't lose a whole lot. So I got my Coke bottle filled, well, halfway. This is filled. Put that back on now. All right, let's get her warmed up and see if she leaks. Oh, side note, so I use a zip tie. You can see that. Zip tie here to hold a piece of a zip tie so it'll pinch inside this bottle. Will it still pop out? Probably, but at least it's somewhat stuck in there. All right, let's try starting it without any pumps. Yes. I don't see anything spraying, including my patch job. But let's get that up to temp and see how it does. All right, she's up to temp. Shocking that that gauge still works. My oil pressure gauge works. Fuel gauge, that does not work. Let's see if she's puking. That looks nice. I don't see any active leaks. I think she's gonna make it. Oh, side note, the alternator. I was on that side of the truck and suddenly I heard it start whining. So apparently it was not charging, probably full of antifreeze. But you know, she whirled it all out. Good to go. The last thing I want to talk about is the ride height. Let me get a shot here. As you can see, the rake, change the camera here. It's a little like this. I would like it like that. And I saw a video on how to notch the frame here. I believe it's Raybuck Auto Parts. May have the name wrong, but I'll put the link in the description. So what they did is they notched the frame, cut it along there, and then they put an aftermarket bracket up into that notch, so it lowered however many inches they wanted to bring up that spring. So what I'm hoping to do is lower it, I don't know, 2 inches. I think if I flip that bracket, that'll be more like 4 inches, which, I don't know, maybe 4 inches would be good. I don't know, put it in the comments below what you think would be a good idea. But that's what I wanted to share about what's coming next. Stay tuned.